My first name is Jason, and I'm in the United States Air Force, and I have been in for 21 years. My wife and I had decided to start having children again, and so we had the smaller kids kind of back to back, if you will. They're 22 months apart. We weren't getting a lot of sleep for sure. My responsibilities at work began to increase, and I started just to feel like there was this heavy workload on me, both at home and at work, that was really starting to weigh down on me. I started to notice physical things. I was constantly tired. I started feeling sad a lot, feeling depressed, and I just wasn't really recognizing myself. I didn't feel like I was treating others the way that I would normally treat them. I didn't feel like I was seeing the world the way that I used to see it. Things started to feel negative for me. I began to become a little bit more pessimistic about life, and I just did not wake up every day with the same exuberance that I once had. My wife would make comments, or people at work would say, you seem like you're off a little bit. Is everything okay? And of course, I would just shoo them, yes, I'm fine. But I knew internally that something was wrong because I didn't feel like the path that I was going down was one that was going to be productive or helpful to anyone that I cared about. Upon contacting the clinic, the first person I spoke to was very caring, understood that I was a veteran, and just wanted to help me as much as I can. So everyone that I interacted with at the Cohen Clinic has been professional, has been kind, and has been understanding. I never felt judged. I never felt that they were looking at me a different way because I was struggling with something. And I felt like the person I was speaking to that was helping me cared about me and wanted to put me in a position to get the help that I needed. And so I do feel like the staff at the Cohen Clinic understood the military lifestyle. They understand the chain of command. They understand the pressures that kind of come with serving the country, and understands that veterans are a little bit different, obviously, from the general public who may have never served and may need to be treated a little differently during sessions. The Cohen Clinic, one, was there when I needed them. Because of my military schedule, I couldn't always set a standard schedule. However, anytime I needed to adjust, the Cohen Clinic was there. It was simply a phone call away. There was never any penalty because I couldn't show up or anything like that. Secondly, the Cohen Clinic, throughout my treatment, was giving me different tools and tips to help me manage the day-to-day workload of life. One thing in particular that I still carry with me to this day is a value sheet that the Cohen Clinic provided me, in which it's a list of values to try to remember who it is that you are. So yes, you may be struggling in life, but you are a human being. You do have things that matter to you. And if you can reconnect with some of those things that are internally important to you, and if you take that with you every day, that will help you stay on track in life. A few of the reasons that it took me a little while to reach out and get help is because of the stigma. There is a stigma across the military that if you reach out and get mental health, there could be an issue within your work center or within your units, or you could be made fun of, something like that. Another reason is I didn't necessarily know where to go. I knew we had organizations on base that could help out. However, that stigma kind of played in. If someone sees me going to the mental health center, what will they say? What may be thought of me? Looking back on it after getting the help, I wouldn't have even cared if people were making fun of me, because the Cohen Clinic has been so helpful that I just wanted to get the help, regardless of what anybody had to say. And I knew, now looking back, I came out so much better on the other end. I now have much more clarity about my life. I wake up happier. I enjoy my family and work, and I have found a way to better balance everything. And so my family's just very proud of me, and they certainly see that I'm getting back to my normal, happy, joyful self, and have a lot of tools that I'm able to share with them now, so that if they're ever going through something, they know they can reach out to me and may be able to help them as well. Because of the Cohen Clinic, I now have clarity. I remember who I am, and I can move forward with my life in a positive direction. This clinic is something that I would highly recommend to any veteran who may be going through anything, whether it's small or large. You just give them a phone call, and I have no doubts that they will be there for you. The Cohen Clinic helped me, and I believe that they would help you as well.